OU is everything that's been advertised. I mean, it's a great team, great coach. You know, I said it before this game started, their team's got a chance to win a national championship, and I still believe that. I think they've got absolutely every piece to the puzzle, and they've got the greatest player in America. But I was very proud of our girls tonight. We haven't faced a team like this year. That's a legitimate top 5 team. I thought there obviously were some rough spots throughout, but we knew that was going to happen. They force you into that. But I don't think we ever quit. I was very proud of them for that. I was very proud of our crowd tonight for coming out and supporting us. I mean, after what they went through last night with the men, I didn't know if we'd have anybody here tonight because that thing was so exciting. But very proud of our crowd and our student section tonight. So I'll open it up.
It looked like the first half, obviously, their defense and offense, they challenged them both teams very well, but rebounding was the one step that just stood out by 20 rebounds. They were giving you no second chances. They were getting a ton. Is that or anything else but fine what got you in the big hole the first 5 minutes, second half, and the first half?
You know, really, if you look at the first half and we go back on the film and look at the missed shots we had inside and the missed free throws we had, this could have been a 4 or 5 point game at halftime instead of where it was. And the girl, we talked about that at halftime. We've had a problem this year of starting the second half. I've never had this problem with the team before, so I'm not sure exactly what we have to do to straighten it out. But I think we really lost this game in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half. They came out, and give them credit. It's a veteran team that knows how to play and knows when it's time to put the kill shot in. They know how to do it, and I thought they did a great job of that to start that second half, and they got away from us right then. But that's an area that we have to work on. But again, we go back to that first half and look at the shots we missed inside those free throws. It could have been much closer at halftime.
Hendry had 9 points in the first half, shut down in the second. That's just kind of a credit to OU's defense.
Well, it's a credit to their defense, and it's part of the roller coaster ride of a freshman point guard in the Big 12. You know, I mean, she's here, you know, most of the time. You know, I love the kid. She's exciting, and again, I wouldn't trade her for anybody right now. And she's going to be a great player at this school, but she's got to learn how to be a little more consistent. She tries to force it again in areas that it doesn't belong. And it's just, but I tell you, nobody watches more film than that young lady. She'll be in here tomorrow morning, you know, she'll be bugging one of the coaches to sit down with her and watch the tape and see where she can get better. She's going to be a great player before it's all said and done.
Some people are going to judge you and your team throughout the years based almost solely on how you do against OU. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, you got to give me a chance to turn this thing around a little bit. You know, I mean, we're not talking about history anymore. You know, we keep knocking down these barriers of no road wins, no Big 12 wins, and we're past that now. This is a great team. I don't know if anybody in the Big 12 is going to beat them for the next couple of years. I mean, this is a great team, and so we you know, it's important to us. Bedlam is obviously important to Oklahoma State, and we want to represent every time we play them, but our whole season is not going to be judged by how we do against Oklahoma right now. I promised everybody that we'd take a little step this year. I think we've taken a little step this year, and we're not done. We've got games left in this conference that we can win, and we're excited about playing on Saturday.
Now, along those lines, this was a 4-game homestand. This was the toughest of the 4, but how important is it to continue some of the things you did and get at least a couple, if not 3 more wins on this homestand before you get out on the road and all that stuff? How important are these next 3?
Well, I mean, you know, believe me, we don't talk about 3s or 4s. Right. We talk about
but
1.
And so, I mean,
you know, you've got to protect the home court if you expect to get in postseason. I mean, I've been in this thing long enough. We can't expect to go on the road and win a whole lot of games in this league, especially in the Big 12 South, because it's so strong. So they are vital right now, and that's why I am excited about Saturday morning, because we talked to the girls after the game. Have your heads held high when you walk out of here. You fought for 40 minutes, and I thought there was a chance we could lose Saturday's game tonight, and we didn't. You know, I think the girls fought for 40 minutes and never gave up, and I think that gives us a chance to come in on Saturday and get us a home win.
Is it your impression, because I imagine you've been watching OU most of the season as well, that they are, you know, playing better each game? I mean, did you play a better team tonight than you might have faced 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago?
Well, you know, they're going to be consistent because they have so many veterans. You know, how many seniors are on the team now? Is it six?
Six.
You know, that's quite a luxury right there, that have played in a lot of big-time ball games. I don't think they're ever going to take a step back, so the only way to go is forward, and they are just going to continue to get better as they develop those young kids on the bench. I mean, those kids are impressive when they come off, and as that develops, you know, again, the seniors aren't going to back away because they know how close they came last year, and they want another piece of it. So you're right, they're just going to get better as it goes. It's a great team.
Some people are going to ask, they've already won at Lincoln and Waco, they still got College Station, Austin, but there's a good chance they may go 16-0 again. They're that good, and this conference is that good. I mean, does that sum it up in itself?
I think you're right. I mean, the only chance you have against them, I think, honestly, is to get Courtney to the bench. You've got to get her in foul trouble and get her to the bench. They still have adequate depth inside, but that does change them a little bit because she is. I mean, it would affect anybody in this country to lose the best player in the country for 10 minutes a game or 15 minutes a game. And that's no secret. I mean, everybody in the Big 12 knows that if she gets to play her 30, 35 minutes, you're in trouble. So, honestly, Mike, I don't see him getting beat if she can stay out of foul trouble.
You referred to Texas Tech a while ago, and your only next game in hand. If you look at comparative scores, you guys had a little bit better, but 2 or 3 common opponents got blown out there.
Right.
What has to change this Saturday for the outcome to be, you know, just a win? I mean, what happened wrong? What has to be better this time around?
You know, I think the biggest thing out there was 12,500 people there, and our kids have never been in front of that before. And I mean, they thought I was talking Russian to them. I mean, I look out there and their eyes are about that big, and it was just, we're one of the most inexperienced teams in this league, and we had to live through that. Now we get to come home. We have played well at home this year. We've played well at home this year, and I expect us, like we talked about earlier, to defend the home floor. I think the girls are very anxious for that game.
Kurt, 26 turnovers tonight. Sherry pointed out they had 34 last year in the Big 12 championship game. Both of those are wins. How do you explain that they're able to do that?
Because they shoot the ball so well. You know, if you have 26 turnovers and then you shoot 35%, you lose. I mean, what they end up shooting probably 50%, 52%. You know, that's why they shoot the ball so well, and if they do miss it, Courtney or whoever cleans it up, and they don't go very many possessions without scoring. So, you know, as long as they have it, as long as they continue to shoot over 50% like that, they can handle turnovers.
You've always spoken glowingly of Courtney's game. Do you get more impressed with her when you face her?
I think she's a complete player. I mean, and she's so unselfish that if you do double team her, you know, there's a lot of great players I've played over the years that if you don't double team them, they're still going to find a way to force their shot up. This kid, she'll give it up. She'll find the next open person, give it to them, and pass it out, and have no problem with going and getting their miss if they do miss it. And I think that's what separates her from a lot of good players in this nation, is that she's very unselfish.
You said all along one of the keys to building some fans sport, you got to get better players, you got to get things rolling. You maybe had more fans than they had tonight, which is unusual in this series.
That's right.
Stillwater.
That's right.
A lot of people saw it on Fox Southwest. It's the first time they've seen. They've heard OSU's better. What do you tell those people with 3 more home games on this homestand that will judge you very specifically on tonight's game, not what you've done the last 2-3 months?
Right. Well, we need them. We need them. You know, everywhere we go in the Big 12, we're fighting an unbelievable home crowd, especially in the Big 12 South. We need them to come back. I was very proud of the students being there tonight. That's one area we've kind of lacked in our games, is the students coming out and supporting us like they do the men. But I've said it from day one. We've got to earn their respect. We've got to earn it by how hard we play and how we compete in the Big 12 against good teams. I hope that we earned a little bit of respect tonight, and that they'll come out and support us again, because they do make a major difference with our program.